1988 was a special year. Following the breakthroughs of acts such as Run DMC and LL Cool J, several other hip-hop acts bum-rushed the national stage, many of them armed with inventive, exciting, and groundbreaking work emblematic of the promise of the young genre they practiced. Some people point to 1988 as the true beginning of the golden age of rap. A few go as far as to call it hip-hop's best year ever. From a commercial standpoint, though, hip-hop was still only scratching the surface. For instance, compared to the powerhouse it will become in the mid-90s onwards, rap only notched 5 singles in the top 40 of the Billboard Hot 100. 2 were from DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, the mainstream breakthrough act of the year. A third one was from LL Cool J, already an established act in the burgeoning genre. A fourth one was from the Fat Boys, still riding on the strength of their novelty numbers. The remaining top 40 hit was from a duo barely anyone had heard of, and their song would turn out to be arguably the most enduring of the 5. PS 197 in Harlem, Manhattan, New York, is where Robert Ginyard and Rodney Bryce met. A recent transplant from the Bronx, Ginyard was settling into his new neighborhood, including the elementary school to which it was zoned. Bryce happened to sit at the back of the same 4th grade class with Ginyard, and almost immediately the two clicked and became best friends. They also shared a love for the rising phenomenon people called hip-hop. Ginyard, taking the stage name Rob Bass, became the MC. Bryce, once going by Skip C, but eventually sticking with the more unique Easy Rock, became the DJ. Forming crews was the in thing in the late 70s to early 80s, so initially Bass and Easy Rock were going to be part of a larger body named the Shore Shock 7. But only Bass and Easy Rock seemed to truly take this hip-hop thing seriously, so a duo they permanently became. From Harlem to the Bronx, they rocked parties and won street battles, honing their craft as primarily a party-oriented force, and a few local promoters began to take notice. By 1987, they had a contract with a small management company and cut 2 records, DJ Interview and Make It Hot. But it was a third record, which they cut in Englewood, New Jersey, that would become their breakthrough. Bass and Easy Rock each had a record they wanted to use for their next project. Ultimately, they decided to use both. The first one, Space Dust, by the Galactic Force Band, has its synths introducing the duo in grand style. And then it hits you. The chugging, clap-based drum break and the intermittent stabs of bass synchronized with a loop of James Brown shouts and yelps. But the soul, pun not intended, of the song is the hook, a vocal sample that references the crew's strength as a party-starting pair. The vocal is from Lyn Collins, a protege of Brown's who was at one point the lead female backup vocalist in his touring lineup. The sample is from a song that not only Brown produced, but also helped make Collins the most sampled female singer of all time, 1972's Think About It, which peaked on the Billboard Hot 100 at number 66. Right after the hook, Rob Bass, the MC known to rock a party, comes through with 4 verses, which includes one of the more memorable opening lyrics of the 80s, if not in rap music history.
I wanna rock right now. I'm Rob Bass and I came to get down. I'm not internationally known, but I'm known to rock the microphone.
With Bass's verses rhyming over the think-based beat, complete with the Collins hook, It Takes Two, which was released on June 1st, 1988, sounds like a party that should never stop. The duo was hoping it would become popular enough in the tri-state area for people to skate to. Well, that definitely happened, but it went further. It Takes Two not only became one of hip-hop's biggest singles of the 1980s, but also one of the rap genre's greatest anthems. Its enormous success, particularly as a Billboard Top 40 hit at number 36, ensured that Bass and Easy Rock would feast off it years after it had been committed to the history books. And why not follow up when the crowd is at its thickest and loudest? Profile Records, which was then best known as the home of pioneering group Run DMC, had signed Rob Bass and DJ Easy Rock off the strength of DJ Interview, and now that the duo was delivering on their promise, the label's response was to quickly stuff them in the same Hillside Sound studio where they had recorded It Takes Two to churn out more songs and capitalize on the unexpected success. 2 months later, On August 9th, 1988, Rob Bass and DJ Easy Rock released their debut album, bearing the same name as their hit single. Great choice having the titular song of the album be the first one up, because the introduction of the duo within the first few seconds translates into being the intro of the album itself. But when It Takes Two ends, the question is, how good can this album be when taken into account Rob Bass and DJ Easy Rock's aspirations or limitations?
What makes you guys different from other rappers? I mean, what do you guys have that's different from the other?
Well, our music is really consists upon dancing, keeping the party hype, a lot of dancing, we like to do dance music.
Once the hit record turned title track passes by, the listener is greeted with blatant structural replicas of It Takes Two. In Joy and Pain, the album's third single, Lyn Collins is replaced by Frankie Beverly, with the sample swiped from his band Mace's hit of the same name. Chart-wise, it worked. It netted the duo another notch in the Billboard Hot 100 at number 58. But Collins returns in Don't Sleep on It, from the same Think recording, albeit from a different section.
If it's not in your vision, don't sleep on it. Don't sleep on it.
Well, homeboys over here made the decision to jack your vocals. Twice. But at least for the most part, Rob Bass, along with a quartet of co-producers that includes his DJ, keeps it light. That's really where he excels, keeping the party going. Get on the Dance Floor, the album's second single, is the closest to matching the magic of It Takes Two. Granted, the disco/funk sampling is blatant and feels like a cheat code, as it gets its main melody from the Jacksons' Shake Your Body down to the ground. But it was fresh in '88, one of the first samplings of the Jacksons' catalog in rap history. Plus, the structurelessness of Bass's verses, combined with the Jackson sample fused with EDM in the chorus section, thanks to Todd Terry, ensures that the snap and bounce of Get on the Dance Floor gets everyone to do just that. Check This Out is also worthy of mention because of the Get on the Dance Floor template. This time, the roles are reversed. The EDM sample from Marshall Jefferson's Move Your Body supports the verses, and the funk sample from the Jimmy Castor Bunch's It's Just Begun supports the hook lifted from Rob Bass and DJ Easy Rock's more famous label mates. And It's Just Begun was far from being obscure, because that year, acts such as the Jungle Brothers, Eric B. and Rakim, the Ultramagnetic MCs, and Ice-T were using that too. The slow and go feel of Check This Out makes the song work, and drum machine programming and disparate sampling, from James Brown and Dennis Edwards to Bonnie M and Thin Lizzy, make the previously mentioned Make It Hot serviceable. Listening to It Takes Two makes you believe that Rob Bass and DJ Easy Rock were experts in the art of party operations and maintenance. They knew the exact mixes to keep things interesting throughout most of the tracks. But we have to remember this.
We like to do dance music.
So when the duo, or more specifically Rob Bass, strays from his area of expertise, the album dips. Bass is an MC in the basest, strictest meaning of the acronym. He's Busy B, not Cool Mo D. Catch the drift? Don't Sleep on It is Bass's first attempt in the album to go the brag rap route, as well as the first time the album exposes his limitations.
Cause I'm raw, but kicking bass. What rapper's next to be erased? On my list, I'm not known to this, but I do it, so don't sleep on this.
Yeah, Mo D or LL Cool J, Bass certainly wasn't. It only gets worse. Listen to the Stab at a Romance song that is the next cut, Crush, is equivalent to drinking a 20-ounce bottle of Coca-Cola with a pound of sugar mixed into it. There's just too much sweetness to handle. Again, LL Cool J, he certainly wasn't. There's the feeling that Rob Bass and DJ Easy Rock threw in the ghetto struggle-themed Times Are Getting Ill as the lone compromise in an album bursting with party numbers. And to his credit, it was '88, the dawn of social consciousness in hip-hop. But this isn't Bass's forte, and he's rather average in mic skills.
He missed. I hit. And that's the end of it.
Where's that Slick Rick album? Thankfully, It Takes Two closes out with songs such as Keep It Going Now, another mediocre boasting track that is nevertheless saved by the doomy atmosphere created from the Amen breakbeat and the infamous sirens of ESG's UFO, and creativity, which is enough space for the DJ to go for dolo and showcase his skills behind the wheels of steel. The duo's formula and the marketing of Profile Records plus some spiffy music videos paid off in the short run. By late 1989, Rob Bass and DJ Easy Rock were receiving 2 platinum plaques, one for the hit single and one for the album named after it, in addition to 2 Billboard Hot 100 spots and a 3rd single, Get on the Dance Floor, that reigned on the Dance Club Songs chart for 2 consecutive weeks. Interestingly enough, as the RIAA delivered their newly minted plaques, Rob Bass was already delivering his LP. If the lifespan of Rob Bass and DJ Easy Rock was estimated at 2 years, it was split in half with that move, literally and figuratively. Like Mr. C would later say, DJs get no credit. But in the end, the duo made their indelible mark. It Takes Two was the only record out of the 5 rap singles at the top 40 that was constructed as a street song, and thus the least likely to cross over. But it did, and it has surpassed the other 4 as one of hip-hop's timeless classics, a major part of the commercial foundations for rap's future uncompromising dominance. It Takes Two would be sampled over 200 times within the next 3 decades, perhaps most notably by DJ Premier in Gang Starr's Suckers Need Bodyguards. And the album itself? Well, it's very much of its time, and it certainly isn't the best the rap genre has to offer, particularly in a fully loaded 88. At best, just think of It Takes Two, the album, as most appropriately a party-themed LP that serves as a vantage point of freewheeling 80s hip-hop, with the title track as a big bonus. Thanks for watching. For those new here, welcome to Rap Perspective. For the Rappleheads, I greatly appreciate your support. Don't forget to like, comment on, and share this video, and make sure you subscribe to the channel. And I encourage everyone to watch, like, comment on, and share other videos on here. See you in the next video.